Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns for coverage of the Zelda 2 100% No Major Glitches tournament. Just getting this one underway. We've got a round 1 match today between Reidood and LSDHippie. Joined on comms today by JustinMan114 and Unos. And fellas, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, doing great. Morning.
I will hand it over to the people who actually know how this game works, and we'll get this underway.
Right on.
All right. What's going on, Unos?
Not much. Got a great match here, I suppose. We got Reidood. Did you get a PB to go with that?
Yeah, 107.54 for Reidood. And Hippie, I believe, has a 111. I already forgot the seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Big difference in the PB. It's hard to tell, really, because I would say it probably doesn't have a lot of runs.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in this tournament, I feel, just started running the category when the tournament was announced. So there's a lot of room for everyone to still kind of PB as we go here. So we'll see. I think they're both doing the dark route here with P2 before P1 after Death Mountain. So should see some dangerous caves. Here we go. Gonna be doing item collection and spell collection here a little bit. The first few minutes of the run, then get underway with the real fun stuff.
Yep. There's up and A in this category, and you'll see a lot of it, which you might realize on your own allows the players to really pick up a lot of things in different orders. Like this magic container could be picked up now or later. They're going to pick it up because it allows them to cast life earlier if they go Dark Death Mountain.
Yep. Yeah, I learned pretty quickly that I liked to get the trickier parts here at the beginning done first, in case I messed one up and just wanted to reset. Which it looks like Hippie's doing. Reidood, I think, is going with the counterclockwise around the map. So he's going Magic Retainer Shield. He's probably going to go Trophy. Well, he has to go Trophy Cave next, so.
That or P1, but eventually Trophy Cave, so
yeah.
There's no getting around it in the near future.
Hippie's gonna grab Jump. I'm not sure. Hippie might skip Shield for now. We'll see. He might grab Shield after Jump as well.
Yeah, like they're gonna up an A out of Jump, and you can go to Shield. So you can up an A from Jump, Shield, Trophy Cave, Magic Cave.
Yeah, all these collections.
Heart Container 2.
Yep. Heart Container 1 and 2, actually, in this category. Yeah. A lot of good setups coming from North Palace for overworld encounter manipulations, so it's pretty nice to be able to do it in a lot of areas.
And now we'll see if Hippie goes to Shield or leave it for later.
Yeah, leaving it for later can be a little bit of a time save, because you have less stuff in your menu to tick through.
Yeah.
But there's the risk.
Yeah, that's the real advantage, and the only advantage, I think, of leaving it for later is just that I don't find, personally, that there are many places in early game where I'd cast Shield, because I want to be casting life most of the time in Death Mountain, but...
Yep. Yeah. The only place I would use it is one of these 2 jump caves. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's what I've seen people basically doing with the Shield spell early. It was just this cave. Is nasty, and if he's gonna take life too to refill that health, because
this cave too can be nasty.
Yeah, dying in here is really, if you want to, speaking from like a more of a psychological point of view, if you don't want to have your run start off with a mind-bending mistake, like dying in the first cave does that.
Yeah,
in a race.
So after all those up A's we just did, basically now these players want to try to get through all of this part here, getting to Lifetown and all of Death Mountain without doing another up A, obviously. So yeah, dying in Jump Cave is just really sets you back for Death Mountain.
Hippie went ahead and picked up the fairy. Oh, it looked like Hippie must have actually moved down from that square and accidentally skipped the one-up encounter.
And Reidood, yeah, Reidood's gonna have a bad go with that Gorilla, unfortunately.
And Reidood is the one with the shield spell.
Yep. So Hippie's gonna have a little bit of an advantage here. See how Death Mountain goes. Still a lot of things to happen before they get to refill lives again, so...
The Hippie got to this bridge with the beam, which can save some time.
Yep, he just showed it off there. He actually got the beam and the kill on the trollfish, which was nice. So here we go. I think he took one, maybe two. I didn't see the entire Bagu walk, but he's in Lifetown. Reidood's got to be careful here. Got good Eggman spawn, it looks like.
See if Hippie slowed down before entering this door. He did.
Nice. Details.
Both players picking up this fairy to refill the health. For that, the reason alone of having the beam on the trollfish bridge is good enough for me. But
yeah,
what we've seen is a lot of players now are also picking up this one-up before they go to Death Mountain for safety.
Yeah, and Reidood taking that early death, that's almost a must in my book. I'd probably grab it too.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be a silly thing to skip.
Ideally, you're taking a death at the hammer after you grab it, which saves some time, refills you, but you can't do that if you only got one life left. And it's pretty tough. I mean, every time to get through Death Mountain without taking a death.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
The early part of this run is really probably just the most difficult part. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll start Death Mountain here in a minute. And so with that one-up, there's also no other time in this particular category where that one-up has any advantage, where, like in all keys, you might, you never up A, so you build up your lives and then you use them for death warps way down the road.
Right, yeah, it serves a completely different purpose. The only other time you're going near it is just to grab the medicine, which you're up Aing out of. Hippie does not want any part of those bots. I don't blame him. This first room of Death Mountain, I mean, it might be the worst, or one of the two worst for me. The other one,
yeah, it's
the red Dyra with the bots. I hate that room too.
Yeah, that one, the red Dyra one, could go different ways because those bots can be really annoying, or they could just be total bros. But
yeah, I mean, if they leave you alone, that room's pretty easy. I usually feel like I'm getting there, without full health or any magic, so it's tough.
Yeah. It's nice, and you can get that part at least without having to cast life or anything, because then you can jump and get the jar. You can skip the red Dyra if you want, right?
Yep. Yeah, you don't really need every enemy here, even if you don't get a P-Bag drop, so it's pretty flexible. Both of them will have to kill, if they do kill that red Dyra, will have to kill it with attack 1 since they both took life. Although Hippie is very close to attack 2, there's not really anything you can get 4 XP from here.
Hippie had to stop and cast life.
Yeah. I think he can take one hit from this Dyra since he has life 2. A hammer normally would do 3 full bars, I think, at life 1. Oh, this bot! Reidood's also playing the first run pretty safe here. Alright, Hippie gets through there. Nicely done. Reidood actually got through that first run no damage, which is very nice.
This blue Gorilla here that Hippie's on is another annoying monster to try to avoid taking damage from.
Yeah. You're kind of at the mercy of that first boomerang, to some extent, if you don't know what to expect, which you really never do.
No, and its timing is usually very unfortunate,
Yep.
Most of the time there's some strat where you just, hold left and do something about it. But that one's just really perfectly placed to be difficult. Hippie showing off the doubles on these diras.
Yeah, bots, of course, getting in the way. Reidood's looking for that jar. Second platform, there it is.
Just missed it with one of those stabs, like right on it, and just didn't get it.
I always forget where it is. I think it's the right side of that second platform, but...
Hippie re-entered Hammer Cave in order to despawn the first red Dyra. Really close on that beam wrap.
It is that red Dyra, and then there's another orange Dyra later we might see a despawn on. So if you just leave and re-enter for some reason, the game decides not to respawn the enemy. Alright, so Hippie should be good here. He's got plenty of resources, plenty of lives to take the death abuse. I think Reidood's gonna be fine too. Still got 2 lives.
Is Hippie going to not up an A from the magic container? Why? Or what's going on with his XP is what I'm getting at.
It's just really high, I guess.
Yeah, it's a really high.
Both bag drops and I don't know. That is extra. It seems a little extra high, but
like, that's a ton. Usually what we'd see is a player picking up attack 3 right around here, which is, you know, would set them back to 0 XP. They'd be 3-1-2.
yeah, he must have got the early bag from the orange Dyra, and then which gets you attack 3 like really early.
Right, and didn't really bother to skip much else.
Yeah. Alright, so Hippie's in the clear. I'm gonna take this container and up A here, back to North Palace.
Oh, Reidood almost pushes that off the screen.
Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. 100% of the time we'll get you on the way back if you don't kill him there. So, Hippie's going to be doing a little more shopping here. But is forgetting to get the medicine.
Whoops. That's, let's see. See when it clicks.
Yeah, we'll find out. Could get down stab. Could take a while to realize. We'll see.
Oh, it clicked.
There we go. It clicked.
You know,
We've
at
all
that
done it.
point, I wonder if it would have been faster to actually get in and get down stab and up A from down stab. I think it might have been from that position where he up A'd.
You think? Yeah, because he's already on the second screen.
Yeah, it's like 6 more seconds maybe to get into the house. Whereas, and then saves walking out of the house, and walking out of the house is going to take at least, I think, 10, 12.
It's a good question, yeah.
I mean, that's, you know,
Yeah.
certainly not something you want to do, but once you get to a certain point, like, you really route on your feet. You're like, yeah, I'll just pick up the jump or the down stab.
I think it's probably be too hard to figure it out quickly enough. You just probably realized it and then just decided, screw this. The up A real quick. Not a huge time loss. Careful here. Hippies, yeah, usually we just see people jump over these Dyras with a jump spell, killing them instead.
Yeah.
Interesting. But we got the up A there, got the medicine, now we can go to Fairy Town. Reidood did get his Hammer NMC also going, hopefully to get the medicine here. And It's still hard to tell. I think it might be close to even. It's hard to tell because Hippie still doesn't have a shield spell.
Reidood's just cat's tile right there.
Yeah, I didn't see if he
stepped off the road.
Messed up stepping on the walk, or
yeah,
it possibly doesn't know the North Palace manip, because you kind of don't have to do that from North Palace. It can be finicky if you break the boulder too fast.
Yeah, I think if you frame perfect the boulder, you need to find a different path than like the next 4 frames.
Yeah, or just waste a few or whatever. Otherwise, the encounter's gonna get you at the boulder. Alright, now we got downstab. Gonna get fairy.
Looking like still Hippie has to pick up the shield spell, and if we're looking at optimized times to pick that up, that'd probably be like even after P3 maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of when simple and light pick it up. It's at least after P1, I believe. Not sure if they skip it until after P3 as well.
If you wanted to keep it out of the menu as long as possible, you pick it up, you know, it's your last up and A basically, which would be from the boots.
The boots, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of many places to use it up till then. I mean, like I said earlier, I like it in Jump Cave, so that's super early, but I guess like the Rebo fight, maybe. If you're low on... I guess never mind, you're not going to have magic in there, so... Yeah. You're not really going to use it in Palace 2, you're going to use the life spell, as you said earlier. If anything. Palace 2's pretty rough in this category as well.
Yeah, and we'll, I guess we'll get to see if these players are going to go like 8 attack route or like a 7 attack route, and how they do P2 we'll see that, right?
Yeah, but I think on this route it usually finishes with 8, but yeah, P2 XP is super stingy. Like, you can always get the right leveling, but if you don't get any bag drops, you need to like kill a bunch of extra stuff, and it's like on all keys, it's just like a little bit of a time loss to do that, but I feel like on this, like, it's dangerous on this category because you really can't play around with losing health. Like specifically those blue Stalfos in the turret rooms towards the end of P2, you have to kill them if you don't get the early drop. You have to make sure you have enough XP, so...
Yeah, and they take, they kind of are annoying. They jump around a lot, and you have the fireballs that you're trying to dodge.
Right.
It's a real time sink. So I think that the attack 7 routes, they don't bother killing anything.
Exactly,
P2, right?
Yeah, you can just take that chance and just decide, I'm just going to skip everything.
Interesting step there by Reidood.
Yeah, Reidood with the... I think he ducked into the cave. That's the old cave strat, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice reaction there, get back onto the road. Hippie's getting... I think Hippie did the same strat. Let's see the beginning of the walk. Alright, basically the same walk. There is a strat from North Palace to get in there with 0 encounters, but it is super tight, and I still haven't even hit it once in a run.
Does it require like a frame perfect boulder or something?
It's a specific walk. Okay, so you go to Shield Town and then walk out, and then you do like a specific, very specific walk. Like down left 2, down left 1, etc. Like the exact tiles you have to walk on, and then you have to hesitate and dodge an encounter like with an audio cue, like, and move at the right time. And then when you get into the swamp, everything dodges you. You get the same spawn if you hit it properly. And
Reidood was doing just fine there and took a bot from that final bot and fell in the lava. No fairy to save it. So Hippie's passed him up for now.
Oh,
Oh, just some oopsies.
Yeah, when you get Iron Knuckles kind of out of rhythm, they decide to start stabbing you. It's a tough palace. I mean, fortunately, you don't. We're up Aing after the palace, so you can like take deaths and be okay. But it's just time consuming, of course. Trying to see. I think neither of them took any swamp encounters on the way in, so they didn't get like extra XP for Ultra Rocks,
Did
which can
Hippie
help.
just get blocked or something? Hippie turned around in the falling block room.
Oh, I didn't see. Might have. Yeah, that can happen too.
I like glanced over and he's turning around and I thought I didn't just miss him getting the entire glove, but I didn't see any blocks stacked higher than one. So
if you get fully blocked but can jump it, it might be worth it to cast jump and then cast jump again and grab the jar at the beginning of this room. But sometimes casting jump can be bad because then as soon as you cast it, more blocks block you and you still can't reach or whatever.
oh, but we have the glove this time. Wow.
Yep.
We're really close together right now.
Yeah, we
Reidood's
are
just
synced on
like
screen. And I believe, yeah, Hippie did grab shield now, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
we are. This is real. Okay, so the jar drop is bad there. That's not what Hippie wanted, but at least it allows him to have magic, so he doesn't even have to dig the jar later. If there's any consolation.
Yeah, I don't.
Get the bag.
Now that I've seen this done a few times, I think I would go with the attack 7 route.
It's brutal, yeah. P2, I think it's the worst palace in this whole category. I mean, really, this category really gets easier the further into the run you go. I mean, you can, sure, like, you know, the end game, the gauntlet with VOD and Great Palace can be rough. A lot of fairy feeding, though, if you're doing fairy feed. So VOD, technically, you can, as long as you're hitting the fairy feed, it's kind of easier than it normally would be.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Reidood's digging out a jar.
Yeah, he needs that one for the fairy. We might see Hippie grab it anyway. I might... Ooh, and he gets one. Yeah, so I was gonna say for a life cast. So unfortunately now Hippie has to... Actually... I hope he's not 4 XP short. I don't know what my math is right now. He's gonna at least have to go back and kill enemies in the next room after entering Helmet Head. No, he should be fine either way. The worst that he'd have to do is fight Helmet Head at attack 3, which sucks, but...
Reidood's 12 short as well.
Yeah, so he's gonna just get...
But this will also level him up with the attack, so he can do Helmet Head a little faster.
Yeah. Alright, so both runners are in the
Yikes.
same boat there.
Yep, when BGT and J-Coper raced, J-Coper ended up short of XP here. BGT did the attack, like the P1 early route for attack 7.
Yep. Yeah, it's rough.
Oh.
Oh no.
I would say that's not playing it safe, for sure.
Yeah. And Helmet Head is... I think a lot of us are used to fighting him on all keys when you have attack 5 and life 3. Which just makes it... It's only one level in each column, but it just makes that fight so much more simple. It's actually... And I guess you have 6 heart containers, too.
Yep. I mean, the bodying Helmet Head there cost almost half his life. So
Yeah.
2 bodies and even a weak fireball would have probably done him in. So he's turning around. Oh, he just walked
I think he's just messing around, yeah. He's gonna up A. I do that in P3. You can almost get out of that room if you go left.
Oh,
Not quite, though. Hopefully... So Reidood remembered. Hopefully Hippie remembers to go to P1. Good. There we go. Can be one of those things you forget. I've done it. So now we get some relaxing Palace 1 with downstab and the fairy spell. death abuses. Easy stuff.
It's a really satisfying looking fairy there for Reidood. Just descends from a crouch and just straight into the fairy, smoothly through the door.
Yep.
So, if you come into this room that Reidood's just finished, and we'll see Hippie come into in a minute, without the beam, you want to set up the skull bubbles to be in different positions so you don't have to stab every single one of them.
Yeah, you want to set them up to be low like that. Because the third one, right, the fast one right there, I'm pretty sure if it's on the high pattern, I don't even think you can get it without beams unless you hesitate.
Okay.
Or hesitate more, maybe, than you would normally have to on those other ones. If you do the low pattern without beams, you can actually... You can get through the bubbles with some... I still don't know exactly how to do it, but you stab and then down stab or something, and you don't stop.
Oh, okay.
You just
Had down stab.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you... If you, like, short hop Blue Stalfos right as he jumps and you, like, stab through or whatever with the down stab, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You can do it on the bubbles, I don't know the exact inputs, I've just done it before. I try to do it, I just haven't figured it out, but...
Okay. I hadn't even thought about up down stab strats in this room and how you might want to reposition the skull bubbles for those.
We got our candle. Oh!
What?
Hippie really wanted that bag. That's okay. He doesn't
down stab it.
Yeah, he just forgot to down stab it when he first went by. You don't really need that one either. Pretty much don't need any XP. Oh, actually, you know what? Hippie took. They both took magic too, so they do kind of need a little XP here. I didn't realize they both took it.
Oh yeah.
I think taking magic 2 can help if you don't want to take the death abuse at the candle, I guess. Other than that, there's no real reason to take it in here.
Yeah, there's always in so many categories, just like bonus XP waiting in Palace 3. Like
Yep.
Doom knockers that you can kill or skip, depending on XP needs. Be killing that.
Yeah, you wanted to make sure you got that kill for the XP.
Yep. Nice slink there from Reidood. Got a fairy foot right here.
Alright,
Tap it in.
First fairy feat of the run we're gonna see, I think. Right?
I think so. Oh!
Got the multi-frame tap there. I know the feel.
Yeah, it's for me. I kind of, as I watch other people try to do it, I kind of laugh a little bit because my background is Zelda 1, where we're constantly on the overworld doing those one-frame taps, like adjusting in to the position, and then also needing to do a one-frame tap to do the correct move. And the fairy foot, all you have to do is basically one-frame tap toward the edge of the screen until the fairy like suddenly disappears when like before it completely leaves the screen.
Right.
And you're in the position, then all you have to do is press any direction but the same one that you were using before.
Yeah,
you
it's basically half of a Zelda 1 screen scroll. You only have to do the first part.
So when I see players struggle with it, it's amusing to me because I'm like, man, they haven't had to deal with Zelda 1.
Yeah, it's rough. It's
even
it's a
really
good strat, and it's a hard strat to, I think, perfect and do real fast. You know what I mean? And yeah, like you said, like I kind of like change how I'm holding the controller. You know, for at least the ones where I'm on the left side of the screen.
Oh, I definitely do too. And I changed how I hold the controller to a screen scroll in Zelda 1. You know?
Yep. Yeah, you gotta
it's these even really good players, still struggle with that, and that's just
Yep.
Watch a Zelda 2 player suddenly have to deal with one frame
Chuckle.
taps.
Yeah. Alright, so Reidood got Red Jar at the beginning, which I guess actually, since they both have Magic 2, they're not going to have to worry about. It's like a little bit of XP worry in P3 if you don't get the Iron Knuckle at the beginning. It's not a big deal, though. You can, like, spend a little time to kill an extra enemy or a bunch of small enemies to make that up. As you said, there's XP everywhere in here. You really can't ever screw it up, so...
Yeah, and unlike P2, a lot of the XP in here really can be picked up quite quickly, and in the flow of things, if you can execute it, you don't have to like turn around.
Yep. P3 in this category is actually much more comforting than in all keys. Mainly because of the lava room, you're able to cast jump both directions with really no penalty. You can just cast it, take your magic level on the way in, and then on the way back you have magic again to do it, so that room can be obviously a rough area to take a death.
Reidood took Magic 3 really early there, it seems like.
Yeah, I don't know if he got extra XP. It doesn't really matter. You want to kind of take it before you get to this room. In this
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because now, hopefully, I'm not sure if he's going to do it. He didn't do it. But he could take... Oh, you know what? No, I'm wrong. You want to take it right on that Iron Knuckle, I'm sorry. Because you want to kill that Iron Knuckle, cast jump, the XP from that Iron Knuckle is going to give you the magic level.
Then you want to ferry this room in order to
Yeah.
do it faster.
Exactly. The all-key strat would be ferrying and then taking the level here, but if you do that, you can't cast jump on the way in, so it's just... You don't actually need, obviously, the extra XP, so might as well just take it early. Nice!
Oh, got the rising key stab. That's a lot harder than it might look.
It really is. And he got it from further away than I usually see it, which was cool.
Yeah, same. Hippie also manages to not pick up the key on the way through the room the first time, which is also a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, remembering to not pick that up. It's actually crucial because you need to use the key in the specific order. You need to use it on that door Reidood just did, and then ferry the next one. You can't do it the other way around because you can't. If you ferry through a door with a key, it's just going to use the key. So.
Yep. It's about pacing out the magic, and if you have to do 2 key doors in a row with ferry, then you're going to need 120 magic to do it. The players currently have 96.
Yep. And you could take a death abuse if it came to that here. They have these spare lives, but again, not optimal time-wise to do it that way. That's why we do it the way we do it, so... It works out really nicely. That bag is nice for Hippie. Now he doesn't have to kill the blue Iron Knuckle that Reidood was killing downstairs.
Getting a corner fight from Reidood. Only took a little bit of time getting Reba to cooperate. Other than that,
Yeah, that was
clean.
That was good.
And the health and magic situation is just about perfect. The refill's even. We like to see that.
Yeah, you don't normally see that. Normally I see what Hippie has here, just no magic at this part. Now we get to wait several seconds for the level up, and then up A. And here's Hippie in the corner. Come on, Rebo.
Not as cooperative as Reidood's, but didn't
Alright.
let him fall to the ground at least. The ground was hot lava.
So right there, it's hard to tell because he's down stabbing, but Hippie's holding left on the D-pad, and if you hold right, I don't know if this is like actually true, but I swear when you're down stabbing on Rebo, like the direction you're holding is the opposite direction he starts walking usually. So like if he'd hold right there, I think Rebo gets under him faster.
Oh, interesting.
So now we're going to be think both runners should be... I'm not sure if they're going to just take the death abuse in P4, but a good strat here would be to start counting your small enemy drops, so they can set up for hopefully a blue jar in Palace 4, which will allow them to skip taking a death abuse. I think Reidood's
We
count
saw a
is
nice
1 or 2.
Yeah. Reidood had a clean walk to Maze Island. Fighting this from the front.
Yeah.
Not trying to like do any fancy down stabs going through.
Surprised Reidood ferried the kid there, though. We usually will ferry feet with that fairy cast.
Yes.
Might have just forgotten.
I wonder. Yeah, because the fairy foot's going to save many seconds, but ferrying through the item only is going to save about 1.7, 1.8.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to people in chat who are hanging.
Bunch of Eldons.
Yeah, Sheepdog, Trav White, DM1184, Bust Thunder, Kelsey, and Eon. How's it going?
It's a good question by Eon. I'm not sure if either of these runners do that or not.
Yeah.
I think the time difference is pretty comparable.
There's a good Darunia passed by. Reidood got position, did the dazzle position for the first natural encounter skip, and then the fairy foot. No, I had to do another enemy skip on the second without the magic, but maybe we'll see Hippie here show off.
Hippie did not grab the 1-up, and I'm concerned, to say the least.
Then maybe that's indicating an up and A reflect.
Possibly. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Unfortunately, the encounters kind of followed him there. You saw them follow all the way to the mountain, and that is actually directly related to him. Not necessarily not picking up the 1-up, but not waiting enough time on that screen before he left.
Yeah. Yeah, so the picking up the 1-up, like when you get into that encounter where the 1-up's sitting and you just hold left the whole time, it sets up a perfect time delay for the frame counter so that the encounters are very cooperative.
Yeah, they usually just leave you alone.
Yeah, skipping the 1-up, you have to find some other buffer, like jump over it and then stab or something.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Reflect Town. About to find out if Reidood is going to up A. I'm guessing no. I think Reidood did grab the 1-up. I actually am not positive on that. Okay, yeah, no up A for Reidood. The benefit of not doing up A there would be not having to do the entire maze walk return. Which, if you do it without if you do it all right and don't take any encounters and whatnot, it's probably faster. But it's also very difficult to do everything without taking encounters and whatnot, so it's a trade-off. Alright, so Reidood's just going straight for the skips, not going to do fairy feats. At the very least, that sets up better RNG right here.
Well,
didn't hesitate quite long enough there. Yeah.
He's gonna have a forest encounter
Here,
No.
nice.
Yep.
Nice. Let's see if we can slink it. Yeah, it's a
that'd
tough
have
one.
been, yeah, that'd be very difficult to slink.
Alright, so 2.5, I think, there, with both skips, and there's Hippie's up A. So Hippie will now be able to just do the same walk you do on the way to the maze the first time, which is basically free.
Oh,
No
Hippie
doo-doo
tries to.
smash.
It didn't do smash. You can, if you're fast enough with the rock breaks, you can hustle it through and no encounter spawn, but Hippie didn't make it.
Yeah, it's usually, if you actually do that on the way to the raft, it's no good, though, because then you get a bad spawn after the raft. So ideally, you want to do the music cue block break there, and then you always get a good spawn. It's guaranteed.
Oh, nice.
The bad spawn there is, like, almost unavoidable unless you slink it, or if they random walk for you, but... Alright, here we go. Palace 4. Palace 4 is relatively straightforward in this category, except for the fact that we're doing it backwards. We're gonna do the boss first, and then get the item.
Reidood's purposely taking damage here.
Yep. Similar to all keys, where you're just taking a bunch of death abuses, but you're just doing them in different spots.
Yeah, really is about the same thing. No tin suits, please. Where's there it is?
Yeah. Fun thing about this category is trying to optimize the death abuses, like how fast you can do them. It's pretty tough. Like, you know, knowing exactly what HP you want to be at everywhere, basically. Alright, so Reidood's just going to take that death there. If you set up a drop, you can hopefully get a blue jar on one of these Mews, so you can avoid that death abuse, but Reidood's just going to go with the flow. And then we're going to need one more death abuse. And Hippie is in. There's Reidood's final death abuse. Now we just have to make sure we don't die to Carol.
Karok.
Yeah. You do have enough for shield if you need it, so...
Yeah, that's true. Once you take, like, you got a little threshold there, you take, like, one hit, and you go, okay. No.
Reidood's just gonna, yeah, he's just gonna cast it right away.
Nice.
Hippie's set up nicely for a death abuse here, off a tin suit.
Reidood's threshold for Karok Troll is 0. Instant
I can
assumption
appreciate
troll.
that.
1 hit so far. I didn't count the number of Karok beams that ended up not connecting, but...
Yeah, it felt pretty average. Didn't seem terrible, but definitely had some misses in there. If you
It's
also
interesting.
taken that death there.
What Eon is saying, that Simple said that not doing... Perhaps that's what he said. That not doing up an A at Reflect is optimally 6 seconds faster. That's not a lot.
No. That's, yeah, and again, optimally
Right, optimally.
is tough to attain in the maze return, so...
Whereas doing it up an A allows you to reset the timers and everything so you can start a whole nother manipulation if you have one prepared.
Yep. Hippie's grabbing some XP. Trying to think. I don't think he needed that bag.
He needs another 100. Well, he needs, I guess, 67.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yep.
67 to get to...
Yeah, no, he should have been
401.
good without the bag, right? Because this isn't a drop, so yeah. I think he just wasn't positive. Just
Oh,
wanted to be
yeah.
safe.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know where his 6 count was, and... You shouldn't get one in this palace.
Yeah, you
but-
shouldn't. Up A resets the 6 count, so unless you farm the jar at the beginning and kill the Moa a bunch of times. But there's no reason to do that if you didn't fairy feed in the maze, so... In any case, Reidood did get the boots, right? Where his splits say he got them, so I'm gonna say I totally missed it, but Hippie's gonna now do the same thing. Exit the palace real quick, go back and get the boots. It's another one of those things it's easy to forget if you're used to other categories. Or, I guess, really just all keys. A lot of the categories actually do Palace 4 in this order, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think anytime that you can up an A, boots last is great because there's a big backtrack from the boots.
I actually also didn't know what Eon just said in chat about up A not resetting the 6 count when you're in GP.
And now I'm trying to think. Nice eco key for
Nice.
Reidood.
And he got the skull bubble grinding on the ledge, which is just extra swag.
Oh yeah. Is that like a 50-50 or?
I don't even know, honestly, how it happens. Might be something Eon knows too.
I mean, like a 50-50 in skateboarding.
Oh, 50-50 grind. Oh, well.
50-50 grind.
Yeah, I got you.
Haha.
What were you going to say before?
With regard to Eon's, about GP up and A not resetting the 6 count, now I'm trying to think what in GP can drop a bag or jar. What's on the big count?
I don't think there's anything on the big count.
Just the
But
small
on the
count?
small counts, yeah, that's the only thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of the Focas are in the drop pool, the red or blue. I don't think. I know that
No.
chickens aren't. So no practical reason. Up A, does off-topic question, I guess, but does Up A reset your counts in Zelda 1? Because I don't even know the answer to that.
Nope.
It does not. Okay.
No, and neither does, like, if you die or up an A and hit retry, which basically is, in most ways, effectively hitting the reset button on your save file's progress, but it doesn't reset counters as well. So, like, we can't have them, like, using retry to restart runs because they're, like, potentially going to restart runs with, like, a count or enemy
okay.
pawns. Yeah.
That's for consecutive and global? No.
Consecutive and global.
Wow, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, retry just fails to clear a lot of values.
Yeah, that could be used to abuse some things for sure.
Yeah.
Although it would be quite noticeable.
It would be. And for the player, it'd also be extremely tedious to start a run.
Right.
We actually talked about it a long time ago when we started thinking about it. You know, Zelda 1 was really hitting a big growth spurt, and we're like, yeah, I mean, we could, but nobody actually wants to do that, do they? And everybody's like, no, that'd be terrible. Like, every time you wanted to start a run, you'd have to, like, start a file, like, go kill a bunch of stuff, set up your counters and everything where you want them, and then retry and start your run. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. What's also ridiculous is, unfortunately, Hippie had to farm a bot from the Dripper for a blue jar to ferry through that door. But I'm not sure why. I think did he forget to go back for the key after the Eco Key ferry, and then just decided it was faster to, instead of going all the way back to get it, just to farm a blue jar. That might have been what happened.
Yeah.
I saw him ferrying the Eco Key room, and then I took my eyes over to Reidood for a second, and then suddenly he's farming a bot, but he is through and back on track.
Yeah, farming a jar off that bot dripper can be a real troll.
Yeah.
True story. Running any percent NMG before Fairyfoot was even in the category. I had that bot dripper give me 2 P bags in a row when I needed 1 jar.
Gross.
Yeah. But we're coming up to Guma, which is a great fight. Maybe.
I don't know, Buzz doesn't think either of these players know how to fight. Guma here.
Ooh.
Find out.
Trades with Guma, not usually a good idea. Guma hits a lot harder. But that was pretty quick overall.
Get it done, yeah. And still more health than magic, so the refill is not effective. Very
Nice.
important.
And using the fanfare to switch spells?
I didn't even know you could do that.
For
Kidding,
real?
of course.
Okay.
I just always forget to do it.
Like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me trying to
Back up.
review here. Like, wait a minute, how's
Check
that
my
possible?
Z2 card real quick. Yeah, no. I've been getting a little better because of this category. Because I don't know, some of the gems, like the P1 gem, I just sometimes usually remember to queue it because you're gonna be using it to go get the heart right away. A lot of the gem queues, like, I'm not thinking about casting a spell, because I'm not casting one for, like, another 10 minutes or something.
Right. Alright, so Reidood gets level ups inside of Firetown, which shortens the fanfare significantly.
Yep. It's a good place to take 5 levels in a row. I think probably overall, yeah, 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, something like that, in save. Maybe not 5, that seems like a lot.
Reidood sends a couple beams back toward that kid. But the kid gets him back and grabs him in the ankles. That'd be great if the kid just was able to latch on and follow in like it was Kung Fu or something. NES Kung Fu, where the enemies just like kind of latch onto you. Don't they just like end up latching onto each other too? Like they get in like a conga line? Alright, Hippie's fighting Guma now. Doing the in and out, jump in, jump out strat. Getting a little more aggressive if Guma gets low.
Nice. Alright, here we go. Reidood talking to the sign, setting up the walk here. Ooh, little bit too much hesitation, I think. Unfortunately. Still could get the skip here. Oh, nice! I think he was just tired of that thing random walking, so he just decided to start going, and it actually went in there for him. There we go, successful fairy feat. Here we go for another one. Nice! The 8-frame tap. And the final part of this ridiculous overworld segment. Dang, Reidood going up there.
Yeah, I think that was not intentional.
Yeah, I would have to guess.
Some controller wiggles there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody. I've seen people go 2 swamp squares, but then get to go right and up and trap yourself against the mountain seems like just an input mistake.
Yeah. I mean, the only scenario you do that is if the encounters give you no other option.
Nice.
Why can't I do that?
Yeah, just ride up and don't get stabbed.
That was very nice. Barely any hesitation, too. You have to hesitate like a little to do that for some reason, but very little amount for Reidood there. Got both players in towns, but different towns.
Yeah, Reidood's just, saving time here, there, everywhere, and pulling out significantly ahead now.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual lead is, but we're well over, I think, a minute here. Nice! Hippie going with the Lordo strat in the double slink. Oh, that was nice.
Yep, that was really clean.
Unbuffered, I think, on the first one, or did I just imagine that? Reidood going past the door for the pose. I'm gonna give that negative points for grading them.
And then catch how quickly Reidood was able to cast the fairy spell once inside the building.
And yeah, Hippie is just ferrying across these. I wonder if Hippie's not comfortable doing fairy feet yet. I could ask him.
Hippie does one stab on the bridge. Let's check this out. Look at that random walk.
It was a good one. I swear when I do one stab on that bridge, it's worse than when I don't stab. I don't know what it is about my cart. But that was very good.
Yeah, and then the second one, he was able to just kind of like do the classic back step up and around.
Yeah, it's a nice looking move. I don't know what I'd call that. Like, we should have a word for that. It's not really a slink, but it is like a specific thing that you also see it on the Return to the Maze walk a lot, and it's actually not even that hard to do. It's much easier than a slink.
The deek.
Yeah. You just kind of, all you have to do is make sure you draw them in a little bit, and then you can just go. You can just do whatever you want, walk around them. Alright, Reidood, late on that slink. Let's see what he does here on the second opportunity. Ooh!
Oh! Oh, man. I thought maybe on that first one, Reidood was about to go right instead, but went right down through it. That was great.
Yeah, the desert slink, that's tough, because you don't get tile lines for a visual cue or anything.
Nope. Oh, Reidood's in the lead. Reidood left Spelltown at 53:53, so watch Hippie leave Spelltown and get the time there. We'll get that at least. Of course, about 55 flat entering P6. Oh, not
Rejected.
Oh, not the move. Jumping.
Surprised
jumping
he got 2 down stabs in and got like pushed back out. That was interesting.
Yeah.
House 6 in this category is about the same as in all keys, if we're gauging that. In fact, I think. Oh no!
Oh.
Get out of there!
Well, this is gonna get a little bit interesting with Reidood's magic.
So now we're gonna need that red jar somewhere for sure. We got 2 bubbles following. I definitely haven't seen a room like that in that room, so.
That was extremely comical, at least.
Alright, no jar. He's gonna need that. Or I suppose he could, if he wants to, last resort, could take a death abuse, but we are not up-Aing anymore until GP, so ideally players do not want to do that if they can avoid it. Hippie gonna do his walk down to P6 now. Nice back spawn. Oh. He let go of the D-pad a little late there, went an extra tile, unfortunately. Gets there one encounter. Reidood's showing off the screen wrap jar spawn. Gets it done.
No toe pick from Reidood on the 4-tile jump there over the elevator. Your WizCon.
Oh, very
nice.
That no stop?
It was no stop. It's hard to see because I think what we're looking at is like 30 FPS at best, but I didn't see any hesitation at all.
Yeah. Usually don't see that in that room.
No. Nice and safe to deal with the. Are they Ras?
Yeah, they're raw. Or Ras. I don't actually know the I always pluralize raw by just saying raw for some reason. I don't actually know.
That sounds
if
good.
that's accurate.
No, I'm with you.
Alright, here's our first required fair use for Reidood. We're gonna have one more of those later. Got Hippie fighting for. Whoa! Riding the horse a little bit too. First Rebenak, if I can break up my sentences into all kinds of weird ways and then paste them back together wrong. That's how I'll talk. There's the cross. And Reidood on the second Rebo. There's some interesting Rebo fights.
Gets the launch.
Yeah, he got hit by it first, just like a speeding car. Imagine getting hit by like a horse and chariot.
Oof.
Brutal. Might be worse than getting hit by a car.
Sounds like Bronze Age warfare. Saw Hippie stop in a minute to set up for crossing that gap with a ferry, since it was not going to cost him any magic. Alright, Barba fight. Jump is on.
Oh no!
Oh!
Went for the standing instead of the crouch at the end there.
Yeah, I think it was an input error.
Yeah, probably. Still good. No death. That's what we're looking for. Reidood's just got a... He's got a comfortable lead, so I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, he knows he really just has to pretty much get to Grand Palace right now without game overing, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't want to jinx him, of course, but... Also ferrying across the bridge. We can do a lot of ferry feats here at the end. Not sure if either runner wants to go that route or not.
Hippie's taking a few hits there, losing some magic, but still has plenty.
I think the red jar earlier sealed it for him. He should be good. Got our Thunder Spell. So, yeah, if you're used to all keys runs, usually the only difference you're going to see here, although I'm not sure if Reidood's going to do it even in Valley of Death, because he's not doing it on the bridges, but we would see Fairy Feet in the VOD. Rather than going for encounter skips when you can.
This could... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and normally you'd take the magic level before you get to GP, so you can up A there. But you can do it the other way too. There's nothing really wrong with doing it the all keys way.
So Reidood to set up for the path tile skip, and we might be seeing Reidood just, for the most part, not trying to fairy foot out of stuff, because you can gain no ground on a fairy foot and just lose your magic.
Right. Yeah, and if you waste too much of that magic, you can't do it anymore, and then you have to do these without magic. So yeah, it can be risky for sure. Nice skip there, though. Back spawn. He is out of P6. Nice coconuts there for Reidood. Don't see that too often.
Oh, wow.
The early shot. Max was ready for him. Alright, so that... normally we don't kill that. In all keys, you'd see just skipping that guy, but important kill there, so Reidood can take his level before entering GP. Although I suppose with all the MOAs he killed, probably didn't need it, but... there we go. Hippie gonna be doing his VOD. Looks like Hippie's going the same thing. Just gonna ferry over these. I don't think we've seen Hippie attempt any ferry feat, right? And Reidood only tried a few of them.
Mm-hmm. No, Reidood, about 104 flat entering GP. It's gonna ferry over that stuff.
Yeah, you can... a couple of different ways you can approach this. Already having Magic 8. You can cast Fairy 3 times, so you can just ferry over the 3 toughest spicy chickens, if you will, and then use Jump in the Beacular Room, and then just Death Abuse at the end. Or you can try to save a little time not Death Abusing by only casting Jump, and then having enough magic for Thunderbird when you get there. That's obviously a little trickier. Oh! Reidood with the slow down stab over the chicken there.
There we finally see Reidood stab a block at the same time as one of the rods had the respawn, so it came from behind.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, just because pushing off the block moves you backward.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Reidood deciding not to ferry over this one. Probably because he already took the damage, so I'm just going to use that for life now. Might check this jar. Nope. Not really any need.
Well, Hippie's Scorpion Max was way nicer, didn't even fireball him, and he was riding it forever.
Easy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
Standoff with the Beacula. Oh no!
Danger!
Oh.
Yeah. He's just riding him. I don't think his magic was enough for a life cast there. I think it was just a little short.
A little more clearance this time. Although, huge zone coverage here. Up against the blocks, and the blocks are broken, so this is getting ugly.
Cast life, my dude!
Oh! Trying to fight it, good duel. Just goes down, only needed one more hit.
Okay, I mean, now we're in danger mode, because he can't Death Abuse later, so...
Yep.
He's got plenty of magic, just gotta be careful on the health. As we see, Hippie is in GP, so if Reidood takes a game over here, it's gonna give Hippie an instant lead.
Reidood cleared it, got the Quantum Leap, broke an extra block, but it wasn't enough for the blue to be able to get in, start having a party.
Yeah, that was rough, but he's through. Still has a couple of things to deal with. Try to keep that health bar high. And there we go.
Try to keep the health bar high. Try to also not spend any more magic.
Yeah.
And that way, Reidood won't have to stop and get the red jar. But any more magic spent, and then Reidood will have to start making compromises.
Yep.
I'd say.
Which spells do I want to cast, or do I want to get the jar anyway? I mean, he's
Nope.
still got plenty of a lead to be safe if he wants to here. So
Yeah.
just not sure if he knows that. So we'll see. Hopefully, he doesn't brain fart and death abuse. Alright.
There's a little bit of a strange looking move there against the boss bot. Almost getting buzzed under maybe and then turning around a little bit. So, yeah, I think nerves might slightly be elevated at least. At least a little bit.
Yeah.
But the full suite of spells here, got here with the magic.
Yeah, plenty of health. Should be fine.
Nice fight so far.
Reflected like 3 beams in a row.
Oh, just
Doesn't
can't
work.
find the hitbox for the final hit. Come on.
There we go. Alright.
Yeah. Oof. Those first 7 hits were super clean
Yeah.
and fast. And then just, couldn't find the hitbox. Just missed it barely. This is fine. Shield spell and 3 bars of life at life 6 is
Yeah, it's... Shouldn't... I mean, you'd have to see several hits from Darklink, I believe. More than 3, I think.
yeah, I'd say at least 4 to 5 would do it. We're seeing the UFP happen here.
Ooh.
1 hit. Oh.
He's,
Just standoff. Stab it. Alright.
GG. Reidood finishing... I don't have SRL open, so I don't see his actual time, but probably a, around a 110, even. Timer says 110.01.
That's about 1:10:05 on SRL.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, that was getting a little bit made it exciting right there at the end.
Little dicey, yeah. Hippie should have no problem finishing here. He's been cruising through. He slowed down a little bit in the Beacular room
Hello?
to just take care of Scott.
I can't hear. Like.
Oh, GG, Reidood. I think your
Is
mic's
that
still...
Reidood in here?
Reidood's in here. Mic's muted currently though, so wait.
Not anymore.
All right,
There he is.
there it is.
There we go. Thank you for the GG. Appreciate it.
A little dicey there at the end, huh?
A little dicey there, the whole run. That was terrible. But yeah, Bicula kind of handed me my ass a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... I mean, you played it right, taking your time and not game overing there at the end, because Hippie was in GP, so would have taken the lead.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about killing it and just starting over on my 3 lives, but then I saw that Hippie was in GP already, and that would have probably have cost me the race, so I had to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if you were watching or not, but...
Yeah, I was checking it out. Looks like Hippie's in T-Bird now. Huh?
Yeah,
Yep, he's taking care of the end here, should have no problems.
those first 7 hits of your T-Bird fight were just so good, and then trying to find the hitbox for the last one.
Yeah, T-Bird was being kind of stingy there at the end. I got the first 7, and then that 8th hit, T-Bird was like, nope.
I'm over here now. Haha.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hippie gets through it, not too bad. Probably a little bit faster of a fight.
Yeah, that was a good T-Bird. That was pretty good. See what's up with Darklink.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be right around 113 for Hippie. I think both of you were within about, like a little over 2 minutes of your PBs, I think, so...
Yeah, it was a couple of minutes for me.
Alright. GG's to Hippie.
GG, Hippie.
The 113 I'm guessing somewhere around 05 on SRL, just judging by his timer.
ESR all says 14.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't bother opening it because I'm a bum, as they say. What was I gonna ask? That was both of your first race, correct? I believe.
Yeah, that was my first.
So Reidood's gonna move on in the bracket, and Hippie will transfer to the lower bracket. We got double elimination going on here, so no one is eliminated yet. I don't know if Hippie's coming in here or not.
He's in here.
He's in here. Apparently my little noise that usually happens when people join is not happening. I have no idea why. So cool. What's up, Hippie? GG.
Thanks.
I noticed the entire run I don't think you attempted any fairy feet. Are you just not comfortable doing them yet, or?
No, I tried a lot to practice that, but it's very hard with a keyboard. So
Oh right,
I
yeah.
did not go for it at all.
I forgot. Yeah, you're on keyboard, so that I can imagine that being actually really tough to do one frame taps with a key like that.
Yeah,
So,
that's my
maybe
experience of doing it.
decent run otherwise. I mean, like I said, both of you I think were just a couple minutes slower than your PBs, so
I was like 1.5 or 2 minutes behind my PB.
Same here.
right on.
Well, let's see. So that's going to put Reidood, number 5 seed, against Eon, number 4 seed, in the next round of the upper bracket.
Sounds
How's
like
that
a
going to
good
go?
one.
That should be a good one.
Let's see, Hippie's going down to face Aaron 2U2.
Should be a fun rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean it's just getting started. What have we had, like 6 or 7 races I think so far, so there's gonna be plenty more coming.
Yeah, we're all just getting warmed up.
Yeah, saying at the beginning, like I feel like everyone's still kind of like fine-tuning the category anyway.
Yeah.
So
I never run this before in my life, so until like the last couple weeks or so. So
no, me
So
neither. Yeah, same deal. Like I feel like a lot of the people who joined hadn't ever done runs of this category, so it's good that I think Eon and Max and maybe a few other people came up with the idea for it. So
it's
Good on
fun
them.
though. I like the run. It's really fun.
it's fun. It's kind of like all keys, but less tedious, I guess.
Yeah, the up and A's help
Yeah,
quite a bit. A lot less walking and stuff.
a lot less of the boring stuff, I guess. There's still some of the boring stuff, but
Just a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit.
if we could just somehow just glitch the game so you could just get the spell by going into the town instead of having to walk into the house.
Oh, that would be nice.
Somebody just figure that out and we're good.
The big brain person out there needs to figure that out.
Ugh. All right, well, you guys have any other comments?
Just GG Hippie, good race. Good luck in the rest of the tournament, and good luck to everybody in the tournament. And thank you all for setting up the tournament as well, and ZSR for the restream as well.
And thanks for a restream and commentary.
Yeah, we had
Right on.
fun. Good race.
Probably catch everyone down the road. And again, yeah, thanks to ZSR. Thanks, Eunice, for joining me.
Hey, had a good time.
Just add my GGs as well, both to Reidood and Hippie. Thank you very much, Justin Eunice, for doing comms for this one today. Gonna head on over and raid ZSR 3 at the moment. We have our Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race going on. Later tonight, also on ZSR, we'll have a couple of Ocarina of Time GSR tournament matches. Good lord. Ganon Source Requirement, formerly No I Am Wrong Warp. or no item manipulation wrong work category. So join us back for that tonight at 10 and 11 Eastern. Until then, thank you very much, everybody. And we'll hopefully see you back here soon.
Have a great one.
Ah.